There you go. That looks pretty good. Oh, that looks perfect. Wow. Why would you do that? Why would you even joke about it?
Damn.
Welcome back to the Salty Soup Podcast. Cody, Dalton, how you doing today, man?
Do they even know our names?
Some people don't. I don't know if anyone saw this, but a couple podcasts ago, I had titled it Dalton's Mentorship, and somebody said, "Who's Dalton?"
That's right.
And I said, Dalton is the one on the right or left or whatever. And,
Salty and Soupy over here.
And yeah. And then they said, "Oh, what's your podcast about?"
I know.
You're commenting this under the podcast.
I don't have the time to really watch it, but I'm going to just start a
who's
conversation.
Dalton and what's this podcast about? The fuck
Start
is
a nice
going on?
conversation about this.
So I explained it to him. I think I explained it pretty well too. It's like just two buddies having a conversation that for some reason we let the internet listen to.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain this really. Are we supposed to have an explanation for ourselves?
We do hard-hitting political news on this podcast.
Oh, my Lord. We're two alpha males, rude boys.
Yeah, two rude boys.
What was the other guy that dissed us? He said we were fat pigs, right? Pathetic pigs?
It was like disgusting fat swine. I don't know.
We're talking about our haters right now, just to catch everybody up. That's like 3 or 4 in a row. We're referencing right there. We already have haters. Speaking of haters, 200 subscribers.
200 subs.
What's up?
200 subs.
We hit it. I wanted to hit it with that new Omegle video. We didn't quite hit it that night. It was a kind of a rough night on Omegle. It was like people were in the darkness half the time, and the other guys was like their faces were covered.
Or for some reason I hit refresh and ruined the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, dude, the nicest guy we met all night, you just made him an enemy of ours.
Yeah,
now.
The coolest guy immediately subs to us. I hit refresh to check that sub and lost him. And now he hates us.
Yeah.
Dude, what sucks is I was editing that and there was a point where we're like, "Do you want to be in the video?" And he says no. So I had cut the whole thing out. And then throughout the video, we kept referencing it. And I was like, okay, I can leave it in, but I have to blur his face because he said he did not want to be in it.
It was such a funny joke how you accidentally clicked that button.
Right.
That was totally unintentional. Where that one time where we asked how do you do this, and then we clicked them off. That was totally intentional. But this time it was totally accidental. I had clicked off the screen, and you had pressed like one of the buttons that had plays it or whatever. It was a total accident.
We really like doing the Omegle videos just because it's a chance to interact with different people.
People love them too. The 30 fans that we have are like, these are awesome. And I mean, thanks to the crazy people out there of the world, because first of all, it's mostly children, it feels like. And I'm just like, dude, how in the hell are your parents letting you on this? Like
I don't fully understand that either.
There's no way.
Because here's another thing. There were 2 kids in that video who were covering their face.
Yeah.
Which I think is good if you're a child.
Sure.
And I cut this out. It's not in the video. Both of them showed us their face.
Yeah, he's like, don't show it, but here I am.
Yeah, they both said, okay. They both unprompted said, I'm not showing the face, or the one even said, I'm not speaking, only to speak later.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think like maybe kids shouldn't be on Omegle, right?
Well, how do you stop that? All you need is a computer. Or you'd have to you probably have to maybe take a picture of an ID or something.
I was going to...
Weren't we on the 18 and up one too? That's the weird thing too. It's not like we're on like a normal channel.
Actually, you know what? I don't know how Omegle works. I don't know either. I think by default it goes to anyone. And I think that there's a channel where it's literally just dudes jerking off. Like
I know. I was about to say if we put 18 and up, it's just going to be really raunchy out of nowhere. Probably
the adult Omegle is just
probably
dicks.
bad. Yeah. I never thought about that.
So I don't know that there isn't a solution, because the solution is definitely not make it a children's Omegle, because then there will be a weirdo who's oh, perfect. Perfect.
Oh, no.
They're all kids? Awesome.
I'll just keep rifling through them. Okay.
I don't know if chat roulette is still around, but it's a very similar thing that I used to use, I want to say in 2011. Me and a friend would get on chat roulette all the time.
I never tried that. That's like basically the same thing.
It's the exact same thing, yeah.
I wonder why Omegle took over that, basically.
Another website called Chatterbait, where...
that sounds a little scarier.
Yeah, no, it's just cams. Just cams of, like, people banging and stuff.
Is this on the dark web?
This is unrelated. Oh. This is...
You got to teach me how to get on that dark web again there. I don't know.
Very easy.
Very easy. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I like the Omegle videos, and I like saving them for milestones, right? So, like, next one is when we are nearing 300. And
as of right now, our only goal on Omegle is to try to get people to subscribe to us, you know.
What other things could we do with Omegle?
It's either that or we put ourselves in some sort of like embarrassing thing, like if you subscribe we'll do this, or well, I mean that's even subscribed too, so I don't know. It would just be for YouTube, which and to meet people, I guess. I don't know. Or
maybe like we have a big board that's like at a kind of an angle, not quite 90 degrees, but you're like duct taped to the board, and I'm sitting there with like a scalpel or a chainsaw, and I'm just cutting pieces off you and we'll see what people say.
That is definitely something you would go for. Did you finish Dexter, I'm assuming? You watched the whole...
Did you watch the new season?
No.
You're terrible.
You're
a bad person.
I didn't do the free trial of Showtime to binge watch Dexter plan that you had. It sounded like a good plan, though.
I got to watch the whole season for free.
Maybe I'll do it.
7-day trial.
I don't think I want anything else on Showtime.
I don't think there's anything else there.
I did finish Squid Games.
Oh, we can talk about that fully, because if they haven't watched Squid Games yet, then they never will.
I finished one other one recently too, but now it's gonna draw a blank, of course.
Was it an anime?
No, I haven't seen anime in a long time.
Well, then I can't help you. It's kind of
what you've been watching lately?
That's definitely what I've been watching lately.
Oh.
There's a new season of Demon Slayer out. That one's really good. Attack on Titan. My
girlfriend watches a little bit of that one, actually.
Attack on Titan is in its final season. I've been watching that.
I haven't heard about that one yet.
I watched a really weird one called Kill La Kill, and it's about like these alien clothes that give people powers.
Ooh.
But the way that they're designed to be like the most revealing items of clothing. So like the main character, it like her suit just barely covers her nipples. It's the weirdest, and it only got weirder as I finished it, and I don't.
The only time I really watched anime, well, definitely Dragon Ball Z and like a few things, but when I was a kid, you know, like pre-teen, that was the only way I was gonna see like some boobies, was like some cartoon boobies somehow on like a late night. I don't know if it was on HBO or some shit. I don't know what weird network that was on, but I could like, you know, I knew that I don't know how they snuck in nudity into anime somehow. Like they could do that or something. Like
it was probably not full nudity, but it was probably close enough that you were like, I'm a child, and here we go.
Yeah. But it was always something like grotesque too, like her boobs are showing, but she's also getting eaten alive by a damn monster or something. You're like, well, I saw some boobies though, you know.
And now I have this weird fetish that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life.
I'm only turned on though when they're getting eaten alive though. I don't know why.
I think that Ariel, was a big trigger for me when I was a little kid.
The mermaid?
Yeah, definitely. Sure, she's half fish, but she was also only wearing a couple seashells. You know?
All I can imagine is like how do fish fuck? Like they're like opposite ends.
Missionary.
You know what I mean? In the ocean.
Yeah, they play Marvin Gaye. They light a couple candles.
I will
and they
say,
do it
I guess
missionary.
Ariel did turn into a human. I think in the second movie, didn't she? For like a minute.
Doesn't even matter.
You didn't watch the second movie.
Give me
huh?
that
You just-
fousey.
Oh, you got a weird fish fetish, man. I don't know about.
Thank you, Ariel. Dalton can only get
Well,
off when
now-
people are being eaten. I can only get
now-
off if it's swimming.
No, for Halloween, we have to get your wife to be a mermaid this year.
What an inconvenient costume. You can't walk in it. You can do small hops, or you have to be like pulled in the Red Rider wagon.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh no.
What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
You know, we both of us should be Island Boys.
Island Boys is a dead meme. You think it's going to live until Halloween?
You know, I think they're gonna get another hit song.
You think they're going to have a second wind?
You know, those boys, they're working hard right now. Okay, let me tell you, I found out all the money they make right now.
Which
You
is
wanna
through
hear-
Cameo, probably.
You're on the right track. They make like 60,000 a month on TikTok, which is amazing, and then
What?
like a lot. And then
Doing brand deals, it must be, because you don't get paid for views on TikTok.
you might want to go check that, brother. There's something with TikTok they're making money on, and because they talk about brand deals after that.
I know that their CPM on TikTok is like abysmal, like pennies.
They fucking are making something. They're making pretty good. They also do cameos though, and they make a lot from that as well. Doing stupid.
They were recently in a. Oh God, I'm forgetting the guy's name. They were in a music video recently. It would help to know the guy's name, Oliver.
It would be a pretty difficult costume to try to pull off though, man. They get a bunch of fake tattoos. We'll put aluminum foil on our teeth. And like, I don't know what you're gonna do about the hair, man. You're gonna have to like.
It's paper towel rolls, like the holder, and you
Just some
spray
paper
paint them
towel
yellow.
rings.
Yeah,
little trees hanging out of them.
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I think we should be Island Boys next year. Because you're gonna want to be the same thing as me, like last year.
Okay, fair. And we could just do twins.
Either that, or you're gonna have to be Mr. Beast.
That requires nothing from me.
I am
So
fully prepared to milk out many videos pretending that you're Mr. Beast in them. I don't know. Give us some ideas right now. We don't have money to give away, but we're probably gonna maybe buy like a case of chocolate bars and have this guy walking around impersonating Mr. Beast and giving around chocolate bars to people. The funniest thing is I never saw it until they mentioned it on Omegle. Like, oh, it's Mr. Beast. And I was like, no way. He does look like Mr. Beast, dude.
Mr. Beast looks like me. God damn it.
Yeah, I guess you're a little older, but yeah, the similarities are pretty darn close.
Pretty close. Yeah, I was looking at a picture, and I just have to shave the cheeks bare and do the hair a little differently and put my contacts in.
The problem is when they see you in real life, I'm like, oh, you're a lot taller than I thought in the fucking video.
Yeah, the camera takes away a foot.
Yeah.
You know what? I always thought Mr. Beast was kind of tall.
Yeah, he might be.
What do you think? What do you think? How tall do you
I
think Mr.
think
Beast?
he's only 5'10", 5'11".
How tall is Mr. Beast? I typed in Mev.
What do you think, people? 5'10", 5'11"? Pause the video. Take your guesses. Comment below.
Mr. Beast.
5'11". He's not 6.
He's exactly my height. He's 6'3".
Oh, fuck.
He's exactly my height.
You can pull this off, brother.
Holy shit.
This is funnier now.
Similar net worth. He's got 25 million and
Similar net worth too.
No. He's
know what,
23 though.
Who knows about that? I mean, I don't know how accurate that net worth is, but I know I was watching a video with him talking to Logan Paul, and he said he makes $4 million a month on YouTube, and he basically puts all that back in every month right now. I don't know how old that video was either. Maybe that's old, but he said his margins are super thin, and Logan's like, are there sometimes you spend a lot of money on videos and they don't pan out? And he's like, oh yeah.
Sometimes I bet.
There's just plenty of failed plans.
He broke 90 million subs this week.
And what is PewDiePie?
I feel like we kind of push people to sub to Mr. Beast with our couple of recent videos.
That's what I'm saying. Mr. Beast got popular because he was trying to promote PewDiePie. I think we should promote Mr. Beast.
Listen, I think we have promoted Mr. Beast.
Well, I mean, we have started.
His last 10 million subs are probably because of us.
We have to.
I think we have a lot to do with it.
I think the algorithms are starting to catch on.
Yeah. Just every time someone watches our video, they get recommended a Beast video.
We do need the algorithms to start loving us again, man. I love many of our videos, and I don't. To tell you the truth, I don't even put the liver eating one probably at the top. I think I might put two or three up there above it, but our liver eating video, it has 12,000 views right now, and everything else is barely, over 100 or something.
People like to see people eat gross shit.
True. That really is we had a lot of people commenting on that stuff too, like just either making fun of us or trying to defend Liver King.
Defend Liver King. Yeah. As if Liver King is some tiny little coward who needs you to come defend him in the comments of a 200 subscriber YouTube channel. Do you think Mr. Beast needs your fucking help? Jesus Christ.
Did you text me and say that you saw him eating horse semen? Okay. Is that a real thing? Are we not Liver King fans anymore?
We are going to talk about this.
What is going on, people?
We are going to talk about this a little bit. No. A new subscriber to the channel has been commenting on our videos. We love that. And they let me know that they saw on a couple Instagram reels or whatever they are called on Instagram, like the TikTok.
I think you're right. Instagram reels.
Where Liver King was eating horse semen. And I texted you it immediately, and then I was doing something else, and I never looked into it.
Oh, okay. So we don't know this yet?
But on that comment, I said, no way. And then they doubled down. They confirmed that he was eating horse semen.
Yeah.
We can't find bone marrow. How the hell are we going to find horse semen?
Yeah, right away I text you back. I was like, I guess we're going to have to jerk off some horses, right? Man. That's going to get cut out. We can't talk about jerking off horses on this shit.
Yeah, we can.
YouTube's going to say something now. Their algorithms are going to come after us now.
I imagine it's more like, I don't know. I would have loved to see the video because did somebody go, here's a plate of horse semen, or did he have to acquire it in some primal way, right? Our ancestors just put their mouth around the horse dick and let it blast into the skull.
Wasn't that one of the things that got Fear Factor removed finally? Was it went too far when they started giving them horse semen or something?
I remember them eating testicle and dick and sperm in every episode.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan is a primal alpha man. It makes sense.
Oh, man. Poor Joe. That's going to be us soon. We're going to get all popular, and then everybody's going to turn on us eventually because we talk about vaccinations or some shit.
Well, I don't think I'll ever dive too deep into right-wing conspiracy.
I know, that's true. He's a lot more political than us.
He went real political.
We don't.
I think the biggest.
Well, he does. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's straight political, but he does interview everybody on the spectrum. It's not
here's the thing.
One side.
And this is where I think his career has taken a turn a little bit, is because when he was in California, a lot of people go to California for press circuit. So he was able to have any and everyone. And it made the show really interesting. But then he moved to Texas, and now he just has like...
Do you have a Spotify?
Yeah, but I stopped listening to Joe Rogan because...
I haven't listened to him since he left YouTube either.
I don't consume it in that way. I don't consume podcasts in that way.
Yeah.
But I do know, like, he has people on who are, like, they live in Texas, right? So he's got, like, Fox pundits on and shit like that, and it's, like, it's no longer what I was looking for. It was interesting when you would have, like, you know, Dennis McKenna on eating mushrooms, or, like, celebrities on who lived in California.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I haven't watched any of it since he moved.
I'm sure he's willing to fly people down for the podcast. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just like that person then taking their time out to go to Texas for a few days, you know?
Right.
So I just don't think he gets the same variety that he used to. Because he had right-wing people on when he lived in California.
Right.
And I would still listen to those.
Yeah.
But it was also on YouTube, which is where I consume media.
What are you going to do, man? Somebody's going to end up trying to cancel us eventually.
I mean, what does that mean to you?
We're going to get canceled.
We're not problematic. So
we're still going to keep pumping them out. They can't cancel us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We just move forward. There's no canceling that's happening.
Even if I die, I'm just going to get replaced by some other
Dalton's
better
easily
version.
They don't have to be better looking. They just have to be on time. And
good luck with that one.
They have to pay attention to the
text.
text.
I hope my replacement is just as late. That would be the greatest thing.
No way. I'm getting like the most organized.
Yeah.
Probably
just just the same version of you. It was just the same.
Dear God. Our podcast will be scripted, and they will be. They'll bring their hard drives. For 3 weeks, Dalton's been saying he's going to bring his hard drive.
I'm so motivated to try to help the social media, get Instagram, get TikToking, but for whatever reason, I cannot get my hard drive over to this apartment to copy all these files over to edit with him. 3 weeks now, he's texting me before I show up here, and the first 2 weeks I got the hard drive out, and then this time I actually bagged it up in something nice, got it ready. Nope, didn't come out the door though.
What happens in my mind is you get the text, you go hard drive, yep. Okay, hard drive.
Yeah,
and then you put the phone down, and then you go.
No, what? You want to know the real excuse right now? A new season of Apex just started. Which a new season starts like every 3 months, I believe.
Okay. And
this season got postponed an extra week, and I've just been like biting to get at it. And just started a couple days ago, and I've been back to, hardcore playing right now. And it's funny because Apex is a battle royale. It's known to be a battle royale. But when Halo got dropped a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah, the free-to-play multiplayer Halo.
Yeah, I think like a huge drop-off happened in Apex. Like, I know for sure my buddies, like, they were all playing Halo. And personally, I couldn't get into Halo. After playing Apex, I felt like Halo was playing like Duke Nukem again. It was like playing a 2D game or something, you know what I mean? Like there's just...
It felt slower.
Yeah, dude, like you can't crouch, like you can't do like... There's a lot less your character can do, I guess. Where in like Apex, there's like 50, like every button does something and you're like constantly moving. And anyways, but what happened, like in Apex, you die... You get like downed first, and then somebody comes and kills you. That downed person, you die right away. And in Halo, it's like one of those games where you die, you get respawn. Die, you get respawned. And what do they call those? I don't know what you call that. It's not a battle royale, but
I would just think that that's like team deathmatch, maybe.
Yeah, like a team deathmatch. Okay. I think you're right. there's different modes, but I think you're on the right track. But anyways, Apex this season brought out a mode like that.
Okay.
And it's very like control this area kind of thing.
Got it.
And it's 9-on-9 teams now, where before it was just you have a team of 3 against 15, 16 other teams of 3. And this time it's also you don't get downed, you just die and you get respawned. And it's much faster pace, like you're just constantly fighting and shooting, where in the normal battle royale, some games are crazy and some games it's like you don't see a team the whole game until the very end, and it's like looting for 20 minutes, the
Right.
loot simulator.
I've been playing a video game recently. I like put down video games for a long time, but this past week or
When
two.
are you gonna stream again? Have you gotten back onto the Twitcher? The Twitching? Are you Twitchy
I've
yet?
had some.
I thought you loved the Twitching.
I do love streaming, but when something doesn't go quite right, I get really in my head about it and I beat myself up about it. And there is lagging that's been happening in my Twitch. Oh no! And it's been like emotionally draining.
That
on
would
me.
fuck me up a little bit too.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if it's my internet. Sometimes my computer's also been crashing a little bit lately, and I don't know what's going on. And I've tried all these different avenues to try to figure it out, but I just can't figure it out.
That FickFap website we've been on.
FickFap.
Is that what it's called? I forgot.
It is. You forgot. I'm sure.
That dang FickFap from that Omegle friend of ours. I think he might have crashed our computers, man.
Anyways, the new Pokemon game came out, Arceus.
Oh, yeah.
Legends Arceus, and that game is wild, dude.
It's for Switch, right?
Yeah. So
I need to get a damn Switch.
You used to play Pokemon games, or you have.
Yeah.
You know how it's like kind of very linear, where you're just getting around this map until you get to the Elite Four,
right?
Going down these routes, and sometimes you encounter in the grass, and like when you battle, it's like very your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn.
Right.
Well, in this game, you have access to a zone, and it's open world.
Okay.
And the Pokemon spawn in the overworld. Mm-hmm. So you can choose to engage with them when you see them.
Yeah.
And you can straight up like sneak up on them and throw a Pokeball at their back and like try to catch it that way, or you can battle.
Sure.
And I mean, just a lot of people shit on the graphics, but the thing is that for a Pokemon game has never looked like this. It is really good looking.
They've had that style of game in the past couple of games, though, right? Where you can walk up and throw the ball at them, or that new?
Is brand new.
Oh.
Throwing the ball at them is brand new.
Because I've seen some of this on TikTok. Then maybe it's just I've been watching people play the new game. Probably.
Yeah, Sword and Shield, which is like the last big game before this. Pokemon would spawn in the overworld, but you would still have to walk up to them and like have to battle and have to do the thing.
Okay.
But this one, like, it's kind of dynamic because if a Pokemon is shiny, you can see that before the encounter.
Nice.
And it's wild.
You bought the game?
Yeah, I've beaten it already.
Oh, wow. When did it come out?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like last week or something. I was like, shit, dude, you're already on it.
I did beat it really
Pokemon games
quick.
take a while, don't they?
Yeah, it took 23 hours.
Oh, you went right straight.
I pushed.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I pushed to the end so that I could go back and do like the fun stuff.
Oh,
but all my friends got like they're more like I want to do all the fun stuff and like kind of work my way towards the end. But I'm like, no, you got to finish the fucking game and then you can go back and enjoy it.
Are you the kind of guy that like goes and looks up a walkthrough and everything, or do you have to do the whole game by yourself?
On this game, I did not do any walkthroughs because I didn't want anything spoiled, right? So I was like, I'm going to finish the game and then I'll go back and be like, oh, what did I miss? You know what I mean?
I like the walkthroughs, or even you can look it up online too, but like it's nice to know where the rare Pokemon are spawning, so you
Right.
can go over there and catch them quick, and but
Yeah.
instead of actually having to search everywhere. But
They have this new thing in it that makes shiny hunting really easy too. So like Pokemon will spawn in clusters, and then you encounter that cluster and you can see if one of them's shiny. And then you can just kind of like leave and come back, and that resets the zone.
oh,
And it's like a
like a
1 in
respawn.
it's like a 1 in 150 shot when it's in a cluster,
yeah,
which is the lowest odds that I can think of.
yeah, for any game.
And people are just getting as many as possible. I've gotten a few doing it that way.
And is it all? Can you get like all the legendaries too in these new games, or like is it limited to new legendaries? How does that work?
Well, it's based on Gen 4,
Yeah.
which is like Arceus, Dialga, Palkia. And then there are some other legendaries that I won't
The new ones.
spoil for people who haven't finished the game.
All right. I might have to get back into it, man. I'm motivated to get a Switch and in the new Pokemon game. You're not the only person that's been raving about it. Everybody's been hyped on this new one.
It's so good. It's just a fun.
Even though the whole Pokemon craze might be dying down a little bit. I don't know if there's no more first edition packs to open up or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, Leonhardt's opened everything.
You know what I saw people were getting away with, they made like a little first edition stamp that they could stamp their old cards with, and they were getting away with PSA grading them.
You know
with
what, dude? I saw like the title of a video or a headline that said, I stamped my card and PSA graded it. But
I'm
I
getting my
didn't
Charizard stamp, boy. Stamp that baby up.
I didn't dig into it, and I should have, so I have more input. But you
Right.
know how some people clickbait with titles.
It
and
could
shit.
be total clickbait, yeah.
They could be fucking with me.
I know. Anyways, we'll get off Pokemon for a minute. That's a good 20 minutes of Pokemon talk. To tell you the truth, is this our 20th podcast?
Holy
I
shit.
think it is our 20th.
Congratulations, buddy.
And we've been doing pretty good. We rarely talk about Pokemon, which our last podcast, we tried to talk about mainly Pokemon, and then it almost like got dry because it was like, well, we can't just talk about Pokemon anymore. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that was like the whole point of starting this one almost was let's just talk about regular shit in our life, and if Pokemon gets brought up, we can do it.
Yeah.
So I fucked up this week. I bought a bunch of peppers. And like there's this grocery store down by, I train at two different gyms, and this one, I only go there once a week. In this grocery store, I always stop in it because they always have the most discounts. Apparently it's a smaller grocery store, but they still get normal shipments. So they have to like discount stuff all the time. So I always shop there. And they had just taken all their peppers and put them in like little dollar bags and put them in the side of the produce section. So I grabbed like 6 bags of peppers, and they're all different kinds. And I brought them home to chop them up and freeze most of them. That way I can put them up on pizzas or eggs or whatever the hell I want to do. And I knew like the jalapenos, I wore gloves, you know what I mean? But then I had these little red peppers, and I thought they were little sweet peppers.
Okay.
And I didn't wear any gloves, and I chopped them all up. And not only that, but like I like scraped the seeds out with my hands and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I get done and I feel fine. And I go to chill out for a minute. I scratch the inside of my nose, both sides like that. And then both nostrils start burning. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh no. And I'm thinking like, oh, it must have got stuck in my fingernails or something in there, you know? And so immediately I start to try to like blow my nose to get the stuff out. And then my mustache and everything right here starts burning. All this right here. And now my hands are starting to burn. Like I'm starting to feel like, it feels like I just have like 1st degree burns on all the tips of my fingers right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's starting to like throb. And I try to like, I don't know. I know nothing about like how to stop this, by the way. So all I do is I grab like a wet towel and try to just like put it on my face and like try to keep washing my face. And it is just not stopping. So finally I hop in the shower and turn that thing on. and the water's hot and it scalds my face. It feels like it's fucking burning. So I had to like turn the water to cold and just wash the shit off my face and my hands. And my hands were like burning for 2 days. It was,
2 days.
Yeah, dude. It was so stupid.
Did you figure out what the peppers were?
I'm not sure. They weren't labeled or anything, man. It was like I knew I could spot the jalapenos and I wore gloves for those, but I'd picked up some bell peppers and like serranos or something. And the big serrano, I think it was a serrano, it was a bigger one. I chopped them up so fast that I didn't even need my gloves. But then these little red ones, I guess I should have tasted it or something, man. Or it didn't smell that spicy. And I just said, I wasn't thinking, man.
Because I make like hot sauce and I've wore gloves before. And one time I wore gloves, I did everything. So, and it takes a long time when I'm making like hot sauce or something. So I've got these gloves on for like 30 minutes or maybe even an hour. And I took them off. And then they immediately like swelled up, got red, and were
What
like
kind of pepper?
itchy. I have a latex allergy.
Oh, it was the latex.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So I didn't wear my nitrile gloves. I just grabbed the wrong gloves and it fucked me up.
What happens? You get hives or something?
Just like blotchy, swelling, itchy.
I don't think I'm allergic to
burns.
anything. Knock on wood.
Nothing.
I mean, to tell you the truth, there was one time I had a weird allergic reaction when I went into like this attic. And I swear like some like dust fell on me. It was probably like asbestos or who fucking knows. But my arm like did like get a bunch of bumps right away. I was
Fiberglass?
Like, who knows, man? I was like up in
Yeah.
an attic and fucking with some shit and like got like dust on me. I was like, oh, and yeah, but no, I'm not allergic to anything I know of, man.
Just basic stuff like
never broken a bone.
arsenic and
Yeah. I guess the normal poisons.
I have a slight reaction to like chemical waste.
Yeah. Oh man.
I heard that your truck got a boot put on it.
Woo! Boot number 2. Yeah,
Why do you do that? Do you have unpaid parking tickets?
I need to remain world champion of parking tickets. I am the king, the alpha, the omega of parking ticket, the overlord.
Well, I just want to say this before people light you up. The parking doesn't make sense in Colorado. There is a sign that gives you 3 examples of when you can't park in a spot.
Right.
And they don't seem to coincide with, but can I park here today?
No.
It would almost be helpful if they had like a fucking graph or, you know what, dude?
Eventually, the signs are going to turn digital, man. It's got to be a
I was
damn digital
thinking
sign.
maybe the curb, like an LED strip on the
Right.
curb, and the curb is either green or red,
Right.
and you can just you can or
What
can't park
fucks me
there.
over is I am in Denver, which they street sweep every month. And the sign says the last week of the month. And each side of the streets is a different time the street sweeper comes. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I could potentially get fucked over 4 times in 1 week. And that would be a $50 ticket each time. And when I first moved to Colorado, the first year I had 2 vehicles. So I was getting hit consistently $100 a month, $50, $50. And then now it's a very, I'm averaging, man, like $1,000 a year right now.
In
But-
parking tickets?
I would say maybe 1,500 of that is from my late fines because I didn't pay the ticket on time.
1,500 of the $1,000?
Of the, sorry, I meant of what I've paid total.
Oh, you've paid
I've
1,500 in late fines?
So far, total since I've been in Denver, it's about over 4,000, maybe 4,500. I'm averaging about 1,000 a year. I've only been out here about 5 years. Getting there. So, But what fucks me over is these late fines. And I know like when I had those 2 vehicles and I got fucked over like $1,000 1 month or something, I went and contested it in front of a judge, which I didn't even know. I was like, I'm gonna contest these parking tickets, but you walk in and you face a judge, and I didn't know it was a judge. He's like, take your hat off. I was like, what? And he's like, I'm a judge. Take your hat off. I was like, oh. And that time I got like 75% of the freaking fines taken off. But these last 2 times I've been booted, you can't meet face to face with a judge. You'd have to submit an online request, I guess, saying basically that I didn't understand the signs is what I would probably have to say, something along those lines, or they're misleading is what I'm supposed to say. So it was my fault I got the late fines, but what happens is I didn't realize it, and then you just walk out to your car one day and it's got a boot on it, and you're like, oh, great. And the first time I got booted...
The boot's so funny to me because it's like, you're in trouble for parking here, so good luck ever moving it.
Yeah. We're not going to ever street sweep, or we're not going to get these streets clean, which is the whole reason why I ticketed you in the first place. If the first time I got booted, they charged me $200 just to take the boot off. And this time they charged me $100 to take the boot off.
Maybe because you're such a frequent user of the boots and like the tickets.
It's like a punch card thing.
Like a membership discount.
Yeah. They're being merciful on me finally. Oh, this guy again. What did we get? $200 from him last time?
Jeez, idiot. This is only $50.
I know. He didn't pay us $50. Yeah, just so. Here's the crazy part. That day, I was supposed to go to work, and I'm leaving 45 minutes, about an hour before work. I have to go to work, but it's like at 3:00, and this is like rush hour time. So like I have to leave around 45 minutes if I'm going to get there on time. And I get to the truck and it's booted. I'm like, oh shit. So I call up the other coaches and had them fill in for me. I was like, I'm probably not going to make it today. Like, I'm not gonna spend $50 on an Uber during rush hour just to make it to half of a practice today. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I had all the coaches, rearranged them so they could coach or teach the class that I was in, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna work on eBay right now, man. I need to like go make $500. It was $450, $350 in late fines, and then another $100 to take the boot off. So I was like,
oh my god, dude!
The first time I got booted, it was like $500 in late fines, and so I was like, fuck it, I need to go. I'm gonna go on eBay and just work for a while and go make some money. So I obviously couldn't drive my truck. I walked to my storage unit with my dog Brindley, which is like 10 blocks away. It's by the Walmart, if you can imagine how far me to the Walmart is. And on the way to my storage unit, there's like a homeless guy sitting in front of like this FedEx place. And Brindley, my dog, obviously like goes up to his face, like tries to lick him and stuff. And I was like, oh, come on, Brindley. And I was like, how's it going, man? And he's like, not so good. I just got a bunch of my shit stolen, and all I got left is like this blanket here. And he's got like this tattered, thin blanket. I mean, it's like winter in Denver right now. And I was like, damn, dude. Well, I'm gonna head over to my storage unit right now. Maybe there's something in there I can grab if I don't know what's in there. Like I sell stuff on eBay, maybe some junk laying around. So I went over to the eBay storage unit, and I mean there wasn't much in there. I grabbed him a pillow and a lantern, the same lantern I gave that mentor kid a while ago. Like,
Hopefully this will light the way to your
I
future.
know, I gave him a mentorship as well in the whole thing. Like, let me mentor you for a while and help you out here. Let's go on the mountainside. Yeah. So anyways, I gave him the pillow and the lantern, and he was psyched on it. He was like, oh, thanks. I could use that at night. Like, it gets dark. And
it gets dark. Yeah.
I know. And then I was like, I'm going over to Walmart right now. Is there anything, like, if I could grab you anything, what would you want? And he's like, just a better blanket than this one, dude. This one's just real shitty. And I was like, all right, man, I'll get you a blanket. So I walk across the street, and there's a Goodwill right next to the Walmart. So I go in there and buy a big old comforter, a new coat, gloves, sweatpants. And then I walk over to Subway, get him a sub, and the Subway was in Walmart, so I got him like some big old chips and a big old thing of juice. And I got myself some stuff too. I got this coat at Goodwill, by the way. Side note, what a freaking sweet score that was. What goes around comes around in this world, I think. I got this for $8. And
I was
like
expecting there to be a punchline,
jacket.
but now I feel like you're just trying to convince everyone you're a good guy.
Well, you wait for the punchline here, but just random score. But anyways, I get all that stuff, and I come back to him, and he's sitting on the pillow, which I didn't realize before. He was just sitting on a piece of cardboard, and I didn't see it because the blanket was over it, and then it was cardboard, and then the pillow on top. Oh, and I bought him a pillowcase too to put on the pillow. So, this is quite a little ways from the Goodwill back to him at the FedEx place. And so I just grabbed a Walmart cart and walked all the way over there with the cart full of stuff. Like
you stole a Walmart cart?
Yeah, full of Goodwill stuff, and then the stuff I bought, my groceries and his groceries. And I just started giving him the blanket and the coat and all this, and then the food, and he's got like his hands full of stuff. And then the guy's like, "Wow, man, you really went out of your way to, that's awesome." And he like, his hands are full, and he like put his head in like this to like hug me, you know what I mean? But he can't because his hands are full. And I was like, "No problem, man." I like gave him a pat, and I was like, "Things are gonna look up, dude." And I was like, I literally was in a shitty mood. My fucking truck got booted today, and I owe $450 to the damn city, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh shit, man, at least I got a damn truck right now. So I just charged it to the game. Like, this is, now I owe $500 to the city, and I put 50 of it to him, And then I was thinking, like, man, maybe every time I fucking get a parking ticket, I put a little bit of money aside, and instead I could pay the city and they'll use the money, but then at the same time, like, I'll feel better if I just give a little bit to a fucking homeless guy, and at least I won't care about that ticket anymore. You know what I mean? But the whole thing was, that was the first time I really fucking felt like I helped a homeless guy out. Where I've given like $1 or $2 to a homeless guy before, but never like, I'm going to Walmart. What do you want? And all he wanted was a fucking blanket, dude. So I was just like, no problem. There's a Goodwill. I'll get you a fucking big old comforter that cost me like $15. You know what I mean? Like a real big thick one. And then the funny thing too, I was walking back to my storage unit after that, and I was looking through my bags, and I didn't give him the sweatpants. I was like, oh shit, the sweatpants. And I tried running back to give them to him, and he was gone. Just like completely like vanished, man.
He was an apparition.
Yeah, man. I was like, dude, was that guy even fucking real, man? Like, I don't even know anymore. But then I was like, maybe I got booted today so I can fucking help that guy out. Like, what if he was on his last limb and he was gonna fucking die in the cold tonight? Like, and then I fucking helped him out today.
Or what if he was a serial murderer and he would have died in the cold that night, and now he gets to kill 15 more people?
It's possible. At least I know he's not gonna kill me. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna kill me.
Maybe his whole like motive is like, I only kill people that help me. And you really fucking helped him.
I don't know. I thought about I don't know.
Listen, we don't give awards on this channel, so
It
what do you
wasn't-
want from me?
It wasn't for, the funny thing too is I even thought about filming it too. Like first I gave him the pillow and the lamp.
Then I would have really
I
called
know,
you on your
yeah.
bullshit.
I
I'd be like,
gave-
oh, look at Saint Dalton and
I
his
know.
fucking camera.
I gave him the pillow and the lantern, and then like I did get like a clip of me like walking all my stuff in this cart because I stole a cart because I thought that was funny. But then I was thinking about setting the phone up and getting a clip out of this, and I was like, I'll get. There's so many people that are just gonna say shit like, oh, it's only Dalton's only being generous when the camera's on, what I mean? Like that
I would have
bullshit.
said that.
I know. So at the end of the day, it was just because I was pissed off that I fucking got another $300 in late fees and man, and then he just happened to be there and he was in fucking could have been lying to me, and he's got a couple things that but yeah, I fell for it. Dude only had a shitty ass blanket and the clothes on his back,
Well,
and he looked raggedy.
you're a stand-up guy.
Felt good, man. You ever give anything to a homeless guy besides like a buck or two?
No.
Tess,
Not even a buck or two.
my girlfriend, she won't, and she's pretty well, comes from a very wealthy family, but she's pretty good about giving a buck or two to people that like maybe like that are playing an instrument or doing something in like a show kind of setting,
Yeah.
or you're trying to put on a show for people. But like homeless people, like, I don't know, man, like you're always worried they're gonna like spend it on alcohol or drugs or something, and so like, do you just get him some food? But then like they have food stamps, so it's like, well, I don't know if even I want to give him some food. But that's why the blanket thing what really got me, because I was like, he didn't ask for money, he didn't ask for even food, which he could have had food stamps. So if you're out in the fucking cold and you need a fucking blanket, that's gonna be the first fucking thing you ask for is I need a fucking blanket,
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that the homeless situation is very sad. And I don't personally. I think like the biggest way to combat it would be, they got shut down in like the 60s because they were bad, but mental health facilities that people are taken to and assessed. Are you on drugs? Let's get you clean. Let's get you a job. Are you mentally incapable of holding a job and like buying a house? Well, then we're going to keep you here and take care of you. There will be a warm bed. There will be food.
Those places are called prisons.
They were called.
That's where we keep them now.
They were called asylums.
I'm just saying.
Now they would be called mental health facilities.
I'm just saying with the prison system as it is nowadays, a lot of those people can end up there.
For sure.
Just stuck there.
Yeah. Well, those aren't meant to help people.
No.
I'm talking about a place that would be meant to help someone.
I know. I'm just.
But yeah, I don't know how you get back to that. How you get there.
Well.
Mostly, I just.
Have you heard about Mark Cuban creating his own online pharmacy to combat the pharmaceutical companies?
I think you told me about it, but I never looked into it.
Yeah, he's basically what I just say is making his own website where you can buy certain pharmaceutical whatever medications. And it's interesting because he's 100% transparent on the price of it. He says, here's the pill, and it costs us this much to order it, and then we have 10% marketing, and then we have our overhead, and like they put it all out for you,
yeah.
and this is why the pill costs this much, and he's not trying to make a bunch of money off of it. I don't know. I don't have like a medication I need or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll hit my dad up. He's on insulin, like the diet. That's what I think right away is like this whole insulin thing, and
it's insane what this country charges people for insulin.
Unbelievable. Something that you need to survive.
Right.
And we're going to just, force you to pay a ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
And then we have the whole, I don't know how far I want to get into this, but I've even heard that our healthcare just makes it, even if you have healthcare, like, oh, you have healthcare, well, then we're going to charge you a couple $1,000s more. And at the end of the day, like, if you didn't have healthcare, it probably would have been about the same, but nobody's transparent on the damn surgery. We can charge you whatever the hell we want, and you're just going to have to take the charge, I guess.
Very complex issue that we're not going to dig into on this podcast.
We're getting canceled now. Dang it.
Yeah.
We're canceled.
I just don't want to say something dumb. I'm not prepped for this today.
You're not?
No. I have strong opinions about it, but I'm not.
I'm psyched about the next podcast, by the way, but we're not going to say why.
Podcast number 21?
Yes.
Old enough to drink.
That's true. We should have a beer in the next one.
Okay.
Instead of a coffee.
Yeah, instead of coffees and waters. I don't have much else to contribute today, man.
I know. I was like, I do try to write down stories and things here.
Listen, episode 20.
I could have one more thing I could talk about. Just
200 subscribers.
200 subscribers was big. Episode 20, that was big. The only other conspiracy I was going to talk to you about was I heard on people talking about TikTok, and you've probably heard this too, but TikTok's a Chinese company. I heard that TikTok in China is completely different than the American TikTok. The algorithms, I should say, where in China they promote people doing fantastic things in science and engineering and just very smart things. But the algorithms in America promote twerking and, Karens and crazy people.
The algorithm is so finely tailored to the individual.
Okay.
That my TikTok, my personal one, is filled with puppies and raccoons and like just cute animals that me and my wife send each other back and forth.
Okay.
Whereas I can tell that yours is filled with twerking and Karens because those are the only videos you send me.
But here's the thing. I don't have anything of smart people. Do you? I mean, you say cute animals, but I pull that in the spectrum too. If you want to dumb a nation down, you're gonna watch cute animal videos all day because you're not gonna learn a fucking thing off a cute animal video.
There are definitely people who have smart people on their TikTok, but we aren't those people. We aren't them, buddy. That'll never be us.
I don't know, man.
There are. The Smarter Everyday guy is a really popular TikToker, and all he does is science stuff.
Sure. I'm just trying to think of like a TikTok where, other than the weird like fun fact TikToks, but it's never like you're really learning anything.
I can't blame China and TikTok for the reason America is stupid. That has been an issue for a long time.
It just makes me there's many contributing factors, but yeah. I'm just curious. Like, I just want to see what the Chinese app would be like if I just logged on and it's like. There's no twerking. There's no Karens.
We could do an experiment where I run the VPN through China and we download TikTok through that.
Whoa. That'd be cool.
And we could see what it's all about.
That'd be a cool experiment.
But I think that the reason this conspiracy is so believable is because we like dumb shit.
True.
So that's what our TikTok looks like.
But I'm just saying, like, what if we go on that app and it's just nothing but like what I said, just like smart shit, and then if we tried to even fuck it up, would the algorithm change? We purposely search for Karen, search for fights or whatever stupid shit, and then does our feed change? You know what I mean? Or are they just gonna? I don't know. I'm just curious because China's very restricting. They do,
of course, yeah, definitely.
I don't monitor everything.
They don't even have YouTube.
Yeah. I heard kids down there they're only allowed to play video games on the weekends and shit like that. Have you heard that one? They have facial recognition that sees on the computer who's on the computer, and if you're a minor, you're only allowed to play a certain number of hours of video games a week. I've
actually heard the opposite, and this is why I think I mean, this is all just conjecture and conspiracy, but I've heard like in China, esports teams, specifically for games like Dota and stuff like that, they're so successful that there are parents who are like, here's study time and here's video game time. You got to put this many of hours into this video game because you could be good enough.
Is that a PC game or like a Nintendo Switch game?
It was like a PC game.
Oh, man, see, that's the thing too, is you think that the parent would have ultimate authority over that, but I don't know anything about the Chinese government, and I'm just reading articles.
I think, it's hard to tell. But we can try the TikTok experiment.
I'm curious
We'll report back next week.
Make that happen. They can definitely make a video out of that.
I potentially can make that happen. We'll fuck around with it after this.
All right. We have to do it today, but that's all the stories I got, though.
Well, then that's it.
Burnt my nose. Got my truck booted. China's got a better TikTok.
I don't think it's better. I want the puppy videos. I don't want the science videos.
They are sabotaging our future.
We've sabotaged our future. They are just playing into it. They're like, look at these fucking idiots. Just feed them and what's the end goal with that?
No, well, they're going to shut down our power eventually, and we're all going to die because we don't know how to fucking do anything.
Well, they have the power to shut off the TikTok, but you haven't convinced me that they own the grid.
They are going to hack our grid.
Okay.
And completely shut everything. And then once we have no power, all of us dummies that have been watching pet videos all day are going to be like, how do I even make a meal without a stove? We're going to eat the dogs now. We're going to chop you up and eat you because we don't have any food.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you on episode 21 with a special reveal.
Ooh, we'll be drunk probably.
Adios.